Hello, welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. Now, if this is the third episode of our series on how to become a Pokemon trading card game player, and especially with the pandemic and stuff, how to get started in the Pokemon TCG online client. So, this is part of a series. If you've missed the first two episodes, highly recommend that you check out the iCard that's somewhere like relatively up here. I don't know, click on that and watch those before you come to this video. But if you're someone that's been on the channel, thank you so much for commenting, subscribing, and coming back. We love having you here. We're ready to learn some more, especially on how to grow your Pokemon trading card game collection. Now, this can kind of apply to both IRL and PTCGO, but I'm going to focus more on the PTCGO side because there's no IRL events right now. Let me just preface though by saying I am not a financial advisor. I have no real reason to tell you how to spend your money. You know, you spend it how you want to. There are definitely ways to spend it in PTCGO and obviously IRL, but this game is free to play, and I'll try to make this as easy for all of you as possible to figure out and start building those tier 1 decks, you know, that maybe we cover on the channel or that you've seen in other Twitch streams. This is just my experiences and what I've learned being a player for about a year, and in about a year I've been able to build almost essentially any deck that I've really wanted to. So make sure that you stick around for that, and again, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this, and maybe you want to come back and watch the rest of the series. Now, first, we kind of have to explain the different nuances that come between like IRL packs and PTCGO packs, and how they kind of differ in terms of their value. So, if you have an IRL pack, usually you're not going to be able to establish a trade with someone. So let's say I have this pack, I go up to little Timmy and I say, hey Timmy, give me your Charizard VMAX and I will give you this one pack. And little Timmy's like, no, that's a scam. Although you're probably not going to make that trade because that's just a super bad trade that probably nobody would ever take. There is a way to reseal these packs. I don't know the exact way, but I'm sure that you can go on like YouTube or something. You can actually reseal packs to make them look like they're actually legitimate and real. So a lot of people are probably not going to be comfortable with you trading you, especially if you've never met them before. So a lot of IRL trading that you may do at like a local league, or I don't even know if you can trade at a card shop, but I guess if they allow that, then you could do that there, is usually card for card or card for cash. That type of deal, never usually pack to card. So don't really worry about IRL too much right now. But with PTCGO, if you look at the packs that I got here, both Darkness Ablaze and Rebel Clash, you will notice that down at the bottom, there are two sets of numbers under these packs. These are packs in my collection on my account. I have 76 unopened Darkness Ablaze packs, 25 Rebel Clash packs that are unopened. And if you look at the numbers, this blue number right here, this first number, is tradable packs. There's two different types of packs on PTCGO. Tradable packs and trade lock packs. Now, trade lock packs are ones that come from various places on PTCGO, including the ladder. Let's say I get 590 lightning bolts and I get these two Darkness Ablaze packs. These two Darkness Ablaze packs will become trade locked packs. Now, some other packs that are trade lock that you may get is through the login ladder. So you see day 5 here, I get a pack. That could be a Darkness Ablaze pack or whatever, but this pack will always be trade locked. Now, if we go back to the collection, we see the tradable packs, the tradable packs, the ones that are right here in the blue. Those packs come from two different sources. One of those sources in the online client is through events, through the rewards, getting 1st through 8th, really, in any of these, you get different rewards, and usually 3rd and 4th give a booster. It's not always Darkness Ablaze, but the more, or the higher up that you place, I should say, the more tokens, the more packs you're gonna get. These will always be tradable. These in events will always be tradable packs. And then the second way is if you do open up these IRL boosters, maybe you do open one of those up, you are actually going to get a tradable pack. Now, I do have one right here. Here's a code for all of you wonderful people for watching the YouTube video. Let me know in the comment if you get it and what it brought you. But This code that you get in every single pack, this one is a green code by the way, but you'll be able to redeem this on the client. If you want to know how to actually redeem it on the client, you would go to this present button up top, and then you would just type in that code that I showed you. Boom. Or you could do a QR code reader. If you didn't know, there's a QR code on this code. You might be able to see, it might not. My lighting is very, very harsh. But there's a QR code on there. You'll be able to scan that with your camera if your camera is compatible with PTCG. Mine is really finicky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really understand, but you know what? I don't question it because I don't mind just typing it in. Now, like I mentioned earlier with trading for like card to card, card to catch, in PTCGO, trading away your tradable packs is the only way that you can guarantee getting a certain card. So let me put this in example. Pokemon. I'm going to click Pokemon V, Rebel Clash, boom, and I'm going to show you, oh no, I only have 2 different Sandaconda Vs. Maybe I want to build a deck that has 4 Sandaconda Vs, or I want to make a deck that plays a full playset or 4 cards in a deck of Sandaconda V. Well, I'm going to have to get stuff from Rebel Clash in order to get this Sandaconda V. And if you try to open it, in my experience, if you open packs, you are more than likely not going to get what you pull. So just as a real quick, this will be like a speed run, so don't worry, I won't show you everything, but I'm going to open up all 25 of these Rebel Clash packs that I have right here, and I'm going to show you real quick every single kind of rare card that I get to show you how many Sandaconda Vs I'm going to get. So let's jump into the packs. Not a Sandaconda. Oh look, a Malamar, but not a Sandaconda, so not what we're looking for. Not a Sandaconda. Fighting Pokemon, but not Sandaconda. Nope, close, but no cigar. This is a good card, and it's a cool card to have, but again, not Sandaconda. Oh, not Sandaconda either. My eyes may deceive me, but I don't think that's Sandaconda. No, still not Sandaconda. I love this Pokemon with all my heart. Pincurchin's one of my favorites, but you're not Sandaconda. Again, not Sandaconda. No, guess what? Not Sandaconda. And this one is not Sandaconda. Oh, we got a secret rare, but it's not Sandaconda. You're not Sandaconda. My Sandaconda don't want nothing unless you got packs, hun. It got back. Nope, still not Sandaconda. I really don't think I'm going to pull Sandaconda at all. I don't even know how many packs I have left. Ha, nope. If you guess Sandaconda, you're wrong. Still think we pulled Sandaconda? Do you think we pulled Sandaconda yet? Nope. And look at that. That is the last pack. We did not pull a single Sandaconda. You can check it back in the VOD. You can count up all the packs that I opened, all the rares I showed you. There was 25 there. Anybody who says otherwise is a liar. If you open things, we got a lot of good stuff. Do not get me wrong. We got a secret rare Frostmoth, which has jumped up in value. We got some Malamar Vs. We got some Cinderace V full arts. But we didn't get the exact card that we want. Sets are so big that unless you're opening up like 500 packs at a single time, you're not going to get what you want. So, especially with your packs, we gotta find out a more effective way to get what we want. And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now how you can do that. So going back to what I said about the locked and unlocked packs. With this, so you see I have 75 Darkness Ablaze and I have one locked pack of Darkness Ablaze. So as I mentioned, locked packs, they're trade locked, they can't be traded. You might as well just go ahead and open that up. We'll open it up right now as I'm talking, because it literally, you can't do anything else with it. You can't trade it in for coins. You can't like disintegrate it or whatever like other card games do. It just literally stays on your account until you open it. So I recommend just go ahead and open those. It's whatever. Any pack also, this is one thing that's really, really good to mention. Any pack that you buy from the store with your coins, I can't buy any right now because I bought a Rebel Clash pack to make it 25 and have a locked pack. But any pack that you get from the store, that is going to be a locked pack. Any card that you get from like the theme decks that we got from last video, that is also going to be locked. cards. So anything you buy from here gonna be locked, can't be traded. But there's a really good place where you can use your tradable packs. Now, if we go to the trade market, we look up cards. I am getting, want to go Rebel, Clash. I'm just using the filters. I want to get a Sandaconda V. Now, there's some very interesting stuff in the trade. So let's say I'm still looking for Sandaconda. This one right here. I'll blur out the person's name so then they're not exposed or anything like that. This may look like a great deal to you, you know? Oh man, I'm getting one Darkness Ablaze pack. I'm only giving one up, but I'm getting 9 cards, including a Sandaconda V. Plus it says Sandaconda V and 8 more, so I'm getting 9 Sandacondas for one trade. But if you open this up, look at what you're getting. Aurora Energy, Brock's Grit, Janine, Koga's Trap. You're only getting one Sandaconda. So a lot of these trades, maybe not this one specifically, I don't know, you'd have to look at the value to see if this is a pretty good deal or not. I don't think this is a good deal. A lot of trades are going to have what we call jabait in it. It's going to have bait in it or filler stuff to make you think that, oh, you're going to get 9 Sandaconda Vs or something that you think you're going to get, but then you open it up and it's maybe like 1 or 2 cards plus a bunch of junk. This all right here, junk. This is all junk. This is stuff that you can get very, very easily. As you can see, I have 26 Aurora Energies to my name. I have 11 Koga's Traps. I have 13 Janines. I have 10 Boxing Gloves. I have 26 Vitality Bands. I don't need like any of this stuff. Plus, you go to Brock's Grid. Brock's Grid, not very playable, but look, I have 18 of these, 2 of these, 11 of these, 2 of the full arts, by the way. Professor Oak's Hint. Why would you use this card? Like, this card is not good either. It's not good. So there's a lot of trades that are like that. Now, if you go to this and you click out of that, there's gonna be trades all over like this. Sometimes you may see it here, where you get like 1 Vikavolt V, and then it says 1 Darkness Ablaze pack plus 3 Jirachis, or 1 Jirachi, 2 Dedenes. Things like that. You have to be very, very careful. This might actually be a decent trade, I don't know. You have to be very, very careful with a lot of these things. This one right here, this is another great thing to note. A lot of people, especially when they first get into the card game, will say a lot of cards for 1 card is always a good deal. That is not always the case. Let's look at this trade. This is 29 cards for 1 single Jirachi. Jirachi is one of the most playable cards and one of the most valuable cards. Not maybe in terms of its value of like what you could trade for, because they've given out several different iterations a couple different times. You look, there's a lot of these different Jirachis. But this card is still one of the most playable cards. So you look at what this trade is, 29 cards. This Copper not playable at all, has no value. Abomasnow, no value. No value, no value, no value, no value, no value, no value, no value. No value, no value, no value, no value, no value. Do you see what I mean? Like, a lot of these cards are just there. There's a lot of cards that are just there, and they don't have any sort of value. I think the most valuable thing in this is this Benelby right here. That I have 26 of, that you'll probably get from opening just really any Darkness Ablaze from the ladder from your locked packs. 1 out of 29 cards has some sort of value, and this is a very, very small value. This is a very, very small value because it is just played in Mad Party. So people just want these. So you have to be really careful, and you have to be super knowledgeable as well about what is actually a good trade and what is not actually a good trade. Use your best judgment on what is and what is not a good trade, so then you're not jebaited. So that's something that you really, really, really need to look out for in terms of that. But if you do that, you'll be able to build the decks. So like, looking at this, you know, if I don't have another Zacian V right here, I think, man, I need a Zacian V. I can use my Darkness Ablaze in the trade section to go find a valuable trade for another Zacian V. assuming that I don't have that full art that you may have seen. So then I can go around and play this deck because this is one of the best decks in format right now. Now, a lot of you will try to build your own decks, which is okay. It's really, really good to explore. But if you're like me, you know that you don't build very good decks right now, and you just want to practice more about playing the game and playing with good decks to try to figure out, you know, how to play good decks, why these good decks work. There are really good resources out there for you to go check out how to be able to play and build your own of these tier 1 decks. Let me show you a website real quick. This is a website that I really like, and it's one of my favorite websites out there right now. It is limitlesstcg.com. Limitlesstcg.com. It'll be in the description below if you want to go check that out. But this is kind of a database of a whole bunch of decks that do really, really well in big time tournaments. So if you go to, let's say, the Players Cup finals, maybe you watch the Players Cup, you saw Jack Miller win the Players Cup, you're like, I want to build that deck, but I don't have the list. You can go to this website, boom, very easily to see, very easy to see. You look at Jack Miller. Jack Miller played really, really well with Zacian, Lucario, Melmetal. So if you want the list, click this little button here if it's available. This is the list column where you can click this button here and boom, look at that. Here are all 60 cards that Jack played in their winning list at the Players Cup. Now, if you're like, man, Jake, it's going to take a while to just type in all of those things on PTCGO, I've got a tip for you. I've got a trick for you. You go down to this export to PTCGO button. Just click it. That's it. Just click it. That deck list is then copied to your clipboard. So you say, okay, you go around back to PTCGO, and then you go to your deck manager section, all right? You go down to deck manager where all of your decks are, and you click create a new deck. Because it's on your clipboard, because it's essentially what you did exporting to PTCGO, it's on your clipboard, so that's like hitting Control C for all of my shortcut people out there. Just click this import button. Boom. All of a sudden, this deck list has already been implemented onto PTCGO for you, which is super, super nice. Now, the rarities kind of get mixed around. Like, I hate reverse hollows, so I want to put in like regular arts. That's something you have to do manually. It's not a perfect system, but it is a system that works and it makes it really, really easy. But let's say that you needed another Lucario Melmetal, and let's just say it was the rainbow one. Boom. It will even show up because I own all of these cards, and I own just about every card to build a tier 1 deck, so I'm not the greatest example of this. But let's say you didn't, maybe you only had one Lucario Melmetal. You only had one in PTCGO. It will show it like this to you, to where this Lucario Melmetal is grayed out, and you can even save it this way even though you don't own all the cards. So you look at this, your deck is currently invalid. You must address the following. Contains cards you don't own. But when you save it, this is my deck right here that I have built. This one right here with Blaziken. It'll save this for you so you can constantly look back at this deck and figure out, oh, I need to get another Lucario Melmetal. So you kind of have that checklist that you can have. This is really, really good. There's also another good website called PokeStats that I'm going to take you to right now for a lot of the smaller tournaments that are going on that won't be on Limitless TCG. So if you go to PTCGstats.com, this link will also be in the description below. This is also a really good website in terms of a database for you to collect deck lists, data analysis, metagame stuff, things like that. And there are some really good people in this place that are super awesome. I highly recommend that you support this place by just simply visiting their website if you can't like join their Patreon or anything. In order to get a bunch of deck lists and a bunch of results, go to this section, online tournaments, on PokeStats. There are different years that you can look up. They kind of started in the 2019 year, I believe, so like you can look back on this. But I would go to the 2021 because that is this current season that we are in right now. Boom. Bunch of online tournaments that happened. Hegster. They started implementing the Hegster Season 2 events. You can find all of these right here. PokeX Tag Bold events. other events that they've got, like Azul's Sub Tourney, and then also this major event, the JGB 2020 Annual Championship. So let's say we want to go to the Hegster TCG Top Deck Tournament. It's a wonderful tournament that Hegster TCG Ethan puts on. Very, very great kid. Talked to him several times. Look at this. Edward Valencia. We played this deck on stream, this exact 60 cards. One with Decidui Obstagoon. You can click this notes section if available, and boom, it'll direct you to a link of some sort. Sometimes it may just be a picture, sometimes it is a tweet, because Edward won this. But you can go to this right here, this picture right here, and you can see their exact list that they won with. So it's very, very nice, very, very interesting, and very, very convenient as well. There's a lot of people that do it. Twitter is kind of the easiest way, in my personal opinion, to get this information, because there's a lot of great people. Also, I don't follow this person. I need to follow this person. I usually follow everybody that does deck lists and stuff. And this is also a really good idea and a really good topic of other places that you can get your information. As I mentioned, I follow really almost anybody who posts deck lists and does well at tournaments, because I consider them an intelligent and valuable player. Twitter is an excellent free resource to use. There's a lot of people that will post their deck lists, things like that. Maybe also people that post their content as well. So if we go to a person like Azul GG, good friend of mine, tested with him, hung out with him, very, very good dude. He is somebody that is a content creator. Now, this isn't necessarily a deck profile, but this is a link to his YouTube video that you could go watch. Ooh, flattering picture of Azul that we paused on right here. But you could go to Azul's profile and you can check out their videos. Look at all of these deck lists that they have, and there's plenty of other people. Tricky Jim, a wonderful person as well, and content creator, very known content creator that does deck profiles, a whole bunch of stuff. And you can even learn about old style decks as well if you're interested in that. Celios Network, another wonderful person, not really up and coming. I remember when they just hit like 1,000 people on YouTube. Now they're almost at 4,000 and they're growing rapidly. Excellent person. Flex Daddy Righteous, another great person, a regional winner. JW Creewall, excellent content creator, excellent player, also does a podcast. Podcasts are another thing. I host a podcast with my buddy Gyro Sean, who is another content creator on YouTube about the Pokemon TCG. There are plenty of other ones. There's Tag Team. I also listen to the Blue Surge podcast. There's another one that you can listen to. Flo T-Cast. Flo does an excellent job, and he is also a content creator on Twitch. We haven't even talked about on Twitch the different creators that you can follow. Now, I don't know if there's a ton during this time of day that are playing the Pokemon trading card game, to be honest, now that I think about it. But like, Henry Brand is a excellent player, world champion. Some would also say that you should go follow. And then I think Hegster is going on right now. Yeah, Ethan is live right now. So I'm not going to show too much of their stream, but like, they stream their tournaments. There are a lot of great content creators that you can watch. So I highly encourage that you delve into all the content that you can. Just like school, just like getting an education. You will do better the more that you study. All right? It is proven. The more that you study, the more that you practice, you will become a better player. There are some very, very good minds to pick from in terms of creating content. So I highly recommend that you go search those people out, broaden your horizons. Any time of day, there are usually at least one good player that is live on Twitch. There are countless YouTube videos that you could go watch by countless creators. We didn't even speak about like people like Little Dark Fury on YouTube. Doesn't really stream on Twitch at all, but it has like almost 11,000 YouTube subscribers for the Pokemon trading card game. It makes deck profiles like every single day. Crazy minds out there. Highly encourage that you go check it out. Now, again, I just want to remind you, the Pokemon trading card game is free to play, but there are a lot of places that actually sell codes to you. If you do not want to necessarily grind and you want to be able to build the decks now, There is a way to do that. There is a great document that I will link in the description below, made by Asthmatic Audino, wonderful member of the community. They have compiled a list of all of these different websites that sell PTCGO codes, and actually these green ones are who has the cheapest price in the market as of right now. And then also there's a little section down here, discount codes, various content creators. I don't know when the last one was updated, but you can just message them on Discord and say like, hey, I'm a content creator, I have a code at place XYZ, and they'll add you onto this list. I believe there's a lot of different codes that you can get discounts on. Azul GG and Outcast, they get discounts on Card Cavern. Sierra Dawn on Guardians Gaming. There's a lot of wonderful people. PTCGO store, Potown store. For me personally, I'm actually gonna flip back over to this. Sorry, chat. There we go. Okay, so if you go to tcgbreaker.com, this is the place that I like to go to. This is a little bit different than a lot of other stores that you will look at. It is a break website. You basically buy spots and you get it. But a lot of these spots as well, let's see if this one has it, you can get codes from this spot. So like for $8, I can get 12 Unbroken Bonds codes, 12 Team Up codes, and 12 Cosmic Eclipse codes, which I believe for $8 is actually like a pretty good deal. You can even do the math on this place right here on this site to kind of see like what the price per pack range is. The cheapest price for for Darkness Ablaze is 69 cents at Dream of Collectibles. Or maybe I should go to like Unbroken Bonds, 47 cents. 47 times 12. What is 47 times 12? I have actually no idea. I can't do that math. 0.47 times 12. That's already $5.64. This right here, getting 12, is $8. So like $8 fills that. You got to do the math. A lot of times they will do like, you can get a whole bunch of Darkness Ablaze stuff, some boosters, and then the Japanese doesn't get codes, sadly. But there's a lot of different options. I have a referral link here. I have a reward. I won't sign in because I don't want to reveal my login information, but I have a referral link. If you want to go check that out, that is down in the description below. I'm not sponsored by them. Anybody can get their own referral link, but if you do use it, it does help out the channel because this is where I buy codes from. Because this is usually the cheapest place that I see out there for codes and stuff. So might as well just support the channel. Might as well get codes as cheap as possible. But again, you might not always find everything that you want. Wow, this is a huge 360 codes. Wow, that is a lot. You get all these booster boxes. Anyways, I will stop with my rant about promoting because they're not a sponsor of the channel. I really like Mario and their company. I use them a lot, especially for codes. One more thing that I want to mention. This is not a promotion or anything like that. If you go onto eBay, let me actually pull this up. If you go onto eBay and you want to buy Arceus Dialga Palkia TCGO card, if you want to buy a Arceus Dialga Palkia card, here is a really good example of breaking the terms of service on PTCGO. You look at this card right here. You want to buy, you need an Arceus Dialga Palkia, and you're willing to pay like $7 to get this card right here. This digital card. Unless this is a promo or something that you can specifically get off a code, like one of these, like one of the codes I showed you earlier, it is against the terms of service and you can be banned from the platform for being caught buying a card like this digitally on eBay. Now, if you look up New Hidden Fates PTCGO promo, if you were to look for this card specifically, and you were going to pay $1 for somebody to send you, oh, here it is. Let's say you want to pay $20 for all these codes, the promos in there. Buying these codes right here is okay. Buying these codes right here is okay because you are buying the new card, you're buying that online. It is also legal to just buy Hidden Fates PTCGO codes. It is legal to do that. But once you start getting into buying the cards online that, you know, aren't a promo, that's where you're breaking TOS. So I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. I will never promote breaking a terms of service that I am aware of. I will never promote that. That's not who I am. I try to never break the rules. I'm a rule follower, not a breaker. I just want you to be aware that if you do go down this route of eBay and you buy the Arceus Dialga Palkia PTCGO card, that you are breaking rules, and I am not liable, although I don't think I'd be liable anyways, because it says directly in terms of service that you cannot buy digital cards. You can only buy cards that have not yet been redeemed. So if I were to redeem this on PTCGO, so like if I sold you this Darkness Ablaze pack right here, I sold you one of my 75 Darkness Ablaze packs that are already on PTCGO. That is also against the rules. Now, if I sold you this Darkness Ablaze code that has not been redeemed yet on PTCGO, this is not against the rules. This is not against the rules since it has not been redeemed. That is kind of the key component of what I'm trying to tell you all about buying stuff from, like, especially eBay or like other third-party places. Maybe like Amazon as well might sell this because Amazon doesn't really care. Or eBay. I mean, it breaks the eBay terms of service as well, but eBay just has bigger things to worry about than Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, as so does TPCI apparently, but we can get into that another day. But that is going to be the end of this video. I think this video is going to be a little bit longer than I wanted, but hopefully with cutting it down, it works out. I'm also editing this video on a different program than what I've done in the past. I was blessed to get a Mac computer to have Apple Final Cut. I usually use Adobe Premiere. Let me know how the editing is in this video. Tell me if you like it or not. This is going to be the first video that I've done on this computer, so I wanna know your feedback. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see the rest of this series, or you want to come back to another thing on the channel. Make sure to check out our Twitch stream, twitch.tv/atrociousgameplay. We stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, unless otherwise I have something else going on, from 8 a.m. Eastern time to noon to 1, in between that range. But remember, we're not very good at video games, but we have a fun time doing it. I will see you all later. Y'all look cute today, and have a great rest of your Saturday. This video comes out on Saturday, and it is, what time is it? Oh god, it's 10:30 at night on Friday. I better get into high gear.